I have a collect call from... Hey, this your partner, man?
Today we have another chapter in the saga of banning pluggers and cheaters, and also looking at the developer responses. This whole just narrative has been really entertaining for me, just watching, sitting back as a bystander, because I don't know how you guys feel, but me personally, bro, when people plug, I kind of like pop off. I kind of get excited. Sometimes I do get salty, but more times than not, I celebrate. Even if I can't get the win in game, it's just a win like in my heart. But let's talk about what's happening currently. For those of you who don't know, so Low Tier God was banned. We made fun of that guy for like 48 hours. Some people were going on a whole week tour talking about the Low Tier God. But there was another person who is, in my opinion, more notorious, because Low Tier God is not really like a Tekken. Like, he goes everywhere and does everything. But Fariborz, this is like a exclusive Tekken demon, and this person really made a name for themselves back in the Tekken 7 days. There is so much proof of this person not only plugging in Tekken 7, but also using like real cheats, like auto block, auto low parry, auto this. Like, it's crazy. Like, here's a screenshot here. Someone made a doc Excel sheet of like all the cheating this person has been doing, right? This is what eventually led to this person being banned from Evo. This person like is the real deal when it comes to shenanigans. And then when Tekken 8 came out, a lot of people saw this person rise back up to hold like the #2 spot on the leaderboards, and everybody was like, what is this? Since the game's release, everyone has just been continuously pointing to like the top guys and saying like, if those guys are still here, you guys are definitely not serious about getting rid of the problem. Because if you can't get rid of the guys who are cheating on Twitch in front of like a whole entire live stream chat, how are you going to get rid of little Timmy who's just doing it? So that's kind of the point that people are making. Like, there's a tweet here. Someone says, yeah, like the king of macros, Fariborz. Harada says, replay data is stored in Tekken 8, so keystrokes are analyzed and everyone with evidence of use of Marcos is subject to ban. If you fast forward to now, Fariborz has been banned. We don't have an actual screenshot of like when the person seen the ban. We only have these 3 screenshots, these 3 tweets from individual people when Fariborz started to ban Evade. Bro was banned, and then just like Low Tier God, made a new account and started ban evading like it was nothing. Now, how is Harada going to react to this situation? I don't know. This is why I just say it's interesting to just see like the whole narrative. Like, one, the developers giving all these different reasons and reactions and things. Then 2, the people who are actually plugging and cheating, they are just unrelentless. They will not give up. But then also the third party in this love triangle, the third party is like you guys. Seeing you guys get so upset and put out like 20 tweets talking about Fariborz, just sitting back watching all of it, it's comedy, I must say. But this video is not about Fariborz. There is a new challenger. There's a new challenger who showed up, and this person might be banned. If you're on the Tekken subreddit, you may have seen one of these 2 videos. The first one is a Dragunov player with a diamond on their head. I'm guessing this is an earring, and it's huge. They have butterfly wings on their back. It's huge. But if you look at the upvotes on this one, and then the next one, 3,000, 4,000, a lot of people are blown away by this, captivated by it. Since the game's release back in January 26, these 2 videos are some of the most upvoted videos since then. So a lot of people are gravitated to this, whether you hate it or you like it. There's some people now, if we go over to Twitter, right? This Yoshimitsu, this player is the Hat Man. This Yoshimitsu kind of is becoming very famous. Like I said, some people are very angry, because always, right? But then some people are just happy to see the Hat Man. I think this does bring up the topic of, once again, people overusing the hashtag report feature. Like, people are just using that bad boy for anything. But regardless, this eventually gets Harada's attention. This person says, WTF, are you people actually doing something? Tags Harada and then hashtag Tekken 8 report. Now Harada responds to this and says, we will ban them after preserving evidence of the cheaters' replay data. When you use the hashtag Tekken 8 report, please include the player's name, region, information so we can ban them smoothly. 2 things to take away. Well, 3 things. 1, people who are changing the items in this way will be banned. 2, he calls it a cheat. a cheater. Usually when you think of like cheating, you think of something that like, I guess you could say gives you an advantage, but if you look at some of the videos, like neither player really has a advantage, like you can't see anything. But the third point that I want to point out, and this is also something people are latching onto, is how much information needs to be provided. Start, you have to take 1, the video, 2, the player's name, region, and all of that information over to Twitter. Now Harada did clarify that there also is a way to ban people like directly through the game. They're kind of just using both as a tool. For people who are on Twitter, for people who are in the game. This person here tags Harada and the Tekken 8 hashtag and says this guy is abusing customizations. Harada says these are just cheats and we will ban them. I see a lot of people in the comment section say who cares, who cares, who cares. But the point that I try to make is that it's just a bad look. The game looks sloppy. The game looks like degenerate. When your game is brand new, you want it to look pristine, like top quality, like good. And when you have all of this garbage going on, it just looks like trash. And that's the whole point that I would try to make, is like right now gaming is not in the best place. A lot of games are like crappy, broken, trash, and everything else. And as an outsider looking in, when you see a bunch of people just talking about, oh, this is broken, this player this, this player that, it can give the perspective that Tekken is one of those bad games. One response that I seen in the comment section was wild. This person says, let's ban anyone that uses a custom skin while we're at it. Harada says, this is not a custom skin or anything like that, just a cheat. We will ban it for violating the EULA rules after preserving the evidence and after setting up the conditions under which we can win the lawsuit if there is one. The reason why I always question whether or not they're talking about mods is because these tweets here that was made back in 2021. Michael Murray says, this stands out recently, and Harada and I are pretty hands off on modding, usually, but many of these violate EULA terms of use. Adding characters into the game, B&E or otherwise, is an actual big risk. Following up that, in 2022, Harada was responding to someone who made a Elden Ring Tekken mod. At the time, this was huge. It had like 2 million views or something like that. It was massive. Harada says, sure. Elden Ring is Bandai Namco funded title. It's ridiculously well made, but stop it please. And the reason why he was saying to stop is because it caused a lot of confusion. One, you're not supposed to be doing it. You can't take other people's IPs or other Tekken game stuff and mod it into the game. At the height of Warzone and Rebirth Island for Call of Duty, there's a lot of people who was aimbotting and like wall hacking, and it took them quite some time to get it under control. Like they introduced another company to help them specifically with that issue. It was called like Ricochet or something, but even then it still took some time to get under control. But all these years later, they kind of have it under control. You really don't hear about issues in that game like you used to. And I think Tekken 8, if they just keep on pushing the way that they are, they will eventually reach that. Hacking is something that you can never really stop. Like, I don't know if you guys been seeing the whole Apex situation going on. It's something that like will always be there, but how quickly the developers respond is everything.
Do you have Apex or EA on the computer? Go to the computer, dude. Uninstall right now.
I'm getting hacked. I'm getting hacked. But
I know. Sure. Can you play the game?
Bro, I'm getting hacked.
I'm cheating. I'm fucking shit. I got aimbot. I have aimbot.
Oh no.
You gotta leave the game. You gotta leave the game, bro. You gotta leave the game.
The door's